What is up, everybody? It is Wreaker, and welcome back to Vanilla Minecraft Survival World. And today we're going to start off with a small project here at the Hollow Hill, and then we're going to try to move over to the new area, and at least get a build kind of set up there, get a base of operations over in the underground steampunk area. And if we have time, I'm thinking about adding another new base. More on that later. But if we just pop down here, I dug out an area, and I'll pop in free cam just to show. It is literally right above the crop farm that we have, down in the little underground area. But I want to set up a brewing system. And this isn't something that's super important, so it shouldn't take the entire episode. But I cobbled together a little bit of a design. I thought about like an auto brewer to where it just brews up like one specific potion, like just brews up a whole shulker box of like speed 2 or whatever. But then like I kind of want one of the ones that it's literally just like a dashboard of, oh, here's every different potion type. Let's put them all on a little selector panel and have an auto brewer that way. So I came up with a little bit of a design that I don't think is original, but who knows. Minecraft is just one of those games that you never know if you have a completely original idea or not. So it makes it a little bit hard to say, yeah, I came up with this purely on my own. But we're gonna crack on to a little bit of a time lapse I'm gonna put together, and I'll see you on the other side. And here we are. Welcome to the Fuzzy Cat Tavern. Yeah, this actually took a little bit longer than I was planning because I got a little carried away. But we'll go inside and kind of see. Yeah. We have our mascot Fuzzy. I felt it made sense. Anyway, I haven't really done too many interior detail builds. I gotta get a book to go on the lectern for like a menu / hostess stand. We've got a little kitchen here, complete with like order up type thing, like order up. I used to be a line cook, so I'm used to this. Got brewing stands, furnaces, little storeroom off the side here, a couple drinks on the counter. Got a jukebox. A little bit of a different table design than what I normally do. I kind of like it. With the fence gates instead of like a fence post or iron bars or glass panes, stuff like that. This, you got the storeroom kind of overlooking there. And then down here we have the actual potion room. Just a nice little decorative rug. I don't really have many of the ingredients in yet. I have enough to show off the design, but that's... I'll get those in later because I don't have about half of them, I don't think. I'm going to have some clerics stuffed here. I just, again, just haven't moved them over yet because I didn't want the entire episode to be in the Hollow Hill. Some storage for potions there. But the door here is just like a redstone access. You'll see it's fairly empty. This hopper's to supply blaze powder. This that should not be there. That hopper is to pull water bottles from this chest. They get refilled here. One thing I like about this design compared to some of the ones I was seeing is they all had the automatic, like they had a bunch of complicated redstone because you wanted to pulse a dispenser exactly 3 times. I solved that. I have 3 dispensers and I pulse them once. So, yeah, I wasn't, like, I had all this room to work with, so I wasn't concerned about being too compact. But yeah, as you can see, we just got some normal water bottles in there. We'll go ahead and get nether wart to start a potion, some magma cream, and then redstone to make it an 8-minute fire resistance potion. And you can see everything kind of goes in here. I'll speed it up. And there we go. That took way too long. But we now have 8-minute fire resistant potions. I didn't have to put any ingredients in. And once that's all done, we have a little note block just for added sounds. Automatically refills with water bottles, and they get put down here. That's pretty much how simple it is. And all you need for this part to work is you need to select nether wart first, then whatever ingredient you want, and then the extender. And yes, there's supposed to be dragon's breath, but it's going to get put over here, most likely, because I counted wrong. But one of the effects I will probably never really use, because it doesn't stack. Yeah, turtle shells. If I ever make turtle master potions, I will probably just brew them in, like, individually. I can reach in and sneak one into the hopper there. Not a huge deal. If anything, I'll hide some turtle shells there. But yeah, sneak around this way. Get around the back here, and yeah, this is incredibly complicated redstone. Found out buttons do work on stairs. Upside down, that is. But all these buttons, they will only power the dispense or dropper. These are all droppers. I can't remember if I called them dispensers earlier or not. But they will only power that dispenser, so only that ingredient gets put in there. So yeah, quite simple, but effective. And like I promised earlier in the video, we are going to go check out the new area. I've got a little bit of the floor for the nether tunnel in. I don't have the ceiling or walls in yet because I'm kind of still designing, but I knew I wanted lava floor, so I went ahead and put that in. And as we go through, we have a build already built. And the grand reveal. Now let's see how this build came together. Just wanted a nice clock tower, because for me, when I think steampunk, I always think clock tower is like a central building for some reason. But yeah, figured I want something just to get everything going. This building literally doesn't really serve a purpose other than, aside from lag spikes, it holds all my shulker boxes. Like, currently, there we go. That one's copper, that one's calcite. It holds all the boxes I'm currently using with stuff. Future episodes, there's going to be a little bit more coming. One of the first ones will I'm thinking might be a lava farm, because that's fairly simple. The hardest part would just be decorating it, and actually I want to build it over one of the lava lakes. Because I want it to essentially look like a giant pipe. Like a giant copper pipe coming out of the lava lake, going up waves and then like turning into an angle and going into a cliffside, kind of. I want one of those. I don't know if it'll be a lava farm with that, but that is going to be a decoration here somewhere. Probably right around in here is what I was originally thinking, to replace the obsidian. I've got some planning to do on this build, and yeah, it's starting to take shape. And one more surprise for the end of this episode. As you can see down a very, very long sketchy tunnel here, we have another portal. Now, I mentioned an industrial district, and I found a mushroom island that is fairly decent size. That's the end of it there. And goes all the way over there. There's a monument there. I think there's actually more than one monument. The reason I wanted a mushroom island is I wanted an island. Didn't really have to be mushroom, but this was about the smallest. Well, I say smallest. There was one that was literally about 20 blocks, which isn't big enough for an industrial district. So this is going to be one of those projects that we won't get to immediately, but I'll pop in a free cam. What I might do is I might just start terraforming and flattening. There's really like 3 things I've seen done with mushroom islands. One is turn everything into like a lush, grassy hills everywhere, stuff like that, because the grass color is really nice in mushroom fields. The other thing is essentially plastic fantastic, which is cover everything in concrete powder. And I've seen Iskall do that at least once. I know multiple hermits have done it, which honestly, that's one of the reasons that I know about mushroom islands and turn them into industrial districts, because you don't really have to light them up. But the other thing that I've seen done is just completely flatten it. So I've got to decide kind of which one of those 3. Of course, I'm going to put my own spin on it, but I got to decide like which of those 3 main ways do I want to go about it. Do I want to do natural terraforming, concrete terraforming, or just completely flatten and do super industrial? But yeah, figured I'd throw this little teaser in at the end of the episode. Until the next one, this has been Wreaker. Let chaos reign.